Heed the sound. Ringo TV. Ringo TV. Ringo TV.
Welcome to another edition of Black Male Advice TV. I'm your host, Ringo. Make sure you click the like button, subscribe, and support the content.
What's going on, everybody? This is Black Male Advice TV, Ringo TV Raw. You already done know what it is. We in the building again for another one. Shout out to everybody joining in on the show. Today's topic, the Willow Smith letter. Shout out to everybody joining in this early morning. Black Male Advice TV, make sure that you hit that like button. You know, shout out to Barba, They're Alone, Tyrone, Dennis, what's going on? Jason Reed, what's going on? Shout out to everybody coming in. Let me give a few shout outs here. Few people that hit up the Cash App. Shout out to Dennis for the 25 on the Cash App. Shout out to Obey B. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing your name right. That's OBAI. Shout out to you for the 5 on the Cash App. Appreciate your support. What's going on, Fred? Fred in the building. Let's go. Yeah, so we're going to be talking about the Willow Smith letter to Tupac. The Willow Smith letter to Tupac and what it really means. Monty, I see you in the building. What's going on? Shout out to you. This is an interesting one because, you know, as a man, when you have a family and you have children, you expect your children to love and appreciate you. But it's a whole nother dimension when your own flesh and blood has been totally programmed by an estranged woman that really never loved you. And if you watched my last stream, a couple of streams back, I talked about how Jada never loved Will Smith. She never loved that man. Till this day, she don't love him. She's just with him. And this is something that we're gonna talk about in future videos where a lot of you brothers, you're gonna get involved with women that will just be with you, but they don't love you. That's the generation that we're in right now. And a lot of you brothers may be a victim of this right now, where you're with a woman that she's just with you, but she don't love you. What's going on, Corey? I see Corey in the building. What's going on? You know what I'm saying? You will be with a woman and she don't love you, but she tolerate you. She don't have a problem being there. She don't got a problem living with you. She get up every morning, she's there, but she's not there. A lot of brothers are in that boat today, where you're with a woman that you think is riding with you, but she's not. Not even your kids are riding with you. And this is a sad situation because a lot of these women, their hearts is with another man. You understand? Their hearts is with another man. And this is why, listen, brothers, man, we've been talking about this for years. For years, I've been telling you, brothers, that when you get with these women, y'all gotta always remember, if you wasn't the one that popped her cherry, fam, if you wasn't that first guy in her life, you could forget about it. She's never gonna love you, fam. She's never gonna love you. She's trying to love you, but she can't. She's always thinking about that other guy. But you know how bad it gets when your own children is against you. That's what we're gonna talk about today. You know, we're gonna talk about this, man, because a lot of men are in this boat. This is not just Will Smith, man. There's a lot of guys out here, man, that's in this same type of situation right now where your own kids is against you. Your own kids is singing the praises of another man due to the fact that they're with that woman that never loved you. Your kids talk more about the guy that your baby mama is with, and you're her father. And you've been in the daughter's life or the son's life. You showed up. You provided. But no matter what you've done, your kids look down on you because your baby mama, you understand? Your baby mama's evil and wicked, fam. Very, very wicked. You know? And it's unfortunate because we expect our kids to have a certain bond to us, but when we dealing with these kind of women that are ungrateful, that never loved these men, they program the children to hate their fathers, not realizing that in the future these young ladies are gonna be destroyed. You know? And if you're a brother that never went through this, fam, you're blessed, man. Like you're blessed. Cause, man, you literally escaped the bullet, fam. That's the worst thing in the world, is to have children and your own children is against you because the baby mama trained and programmed them to hate you. You're the dad and your own children despise you, not because you did something wrong, but because mommy kept speaking negative of you every single day in that house. Never had anything positive to say. Your daddy never loved you. Your daddy left you. You know how many women do this, brothers? You know how many women, because they hate you, brothers, with a passion, they despise you. So what they do is they train their daughters and their sons to hate their fathers. This is what they do. And Willow Smith is a clear example. I believe this young lady is like 20, 21, somewhere around there. And she wrote a letter a long time ago, very long time ago. And what's sad about this is that this young girl, well, this young lady wasn't even born when Tupac was around. But she has more of a respect and love for Tupac than her own father. And see, this is because modern women, they don't respect us brothers. This is why, as a man, when it comes to planting your seed in a woman, you got to be very careful. A lot of you brothers, I understand these sisters be looking good and you want to smash, you want to hook up, you want to do all of this other stuff. But hey, I constantly try to teach you brothers to get with the right woman, wife her up, take care of your responsibilities, you know. But, you know, brothers out here, you know, they don't care. They want to go out here, pump and dump, smash and dash, see what sister they can hit up. And then when she get pregnant, now you on YouTube trying to figure out how you can fix your problem. It's too late now. She gonna bring forth your baby. And you already done know that woman ain't no good. But see, you desired some sex. You didn't count the cost, bro. So now you gotta face the consequences. You know, you can't really blame the woman at this point. See, brothers, when you get with a woman like Jada that don't love you back, that's your fault. You know, we could talk about how Jada ain't no good. She's a horrible woman. At the same time, what about us brothers? We got to take responsibility for our own decisions. See, when Will got with Jada, he knew what he was getting involved in. She came out of that relationship with Tupac. So she was already done stamped with his spirit. But he got with her anyway. Because back in the day, Jada was that chick to get with. She was young, in her prime, attractive. So these brothers wanted to hit her up too. But they didn't realize what the danger that they were getting involved in. But you know, it's an interesting situation that's going on, because that statement of, you know, like mother like daughter, or like father like son, it's very true. So what we see here is Willow Smith, due to the programming of her mother, wrote Tupac a letter. And I want to share what it really means. Because Jada, her entire mind is set on Tupac. Because Tupac was the guy that broke her virginity. Guaranteed, brothers. Listen, fam, I can tell you beyond a shadow of doubt that when a woman is still in love with a man when he's dead and gone, but yet she's married to a man, that is clear proof that that was the first guy that popped her cherry. You understand? And the thing is, Tupac didn't want to marry this woman. He wanted to roam the streets. Because, you know, women, they typically love what they can't have. And her desire for Tupac grew more and more because he didn't want to be with her. This is why I always teach you brothers that modern women today, when you show them interest, they lose interest. In other words, if you holler at a sister and you trying to get to know her on some real ish, typically what they do is, if you show interest, they look at you as a weirdo. They look at you as thirsty, all this stupid stuff that makes no sense. If you're a man and you are attracted to a woman, it makes no sense when a woman call you thirsty. That's dumb. It makes no sense. Because you're a man. Because if she was ugly and unattractive and wasn't really important, you wouldn't even waste your time. So by the pure fact that you're trying to holler at her is because you're interested in her. The problem with women is they're backwards and they're very foolish. So if a man try to holler and show interest, she look at him as if though he's a weirdo and he's thirsty. But guess what? They want your attention. They want your compliments. They want your likes. These are things they want and crave. But when you show that you're really interested, they say you're a weirdo, you're thirsty, something's wrong with you. Why? Because they're backwards. So the way Pookie and Ray Ray and most other guys get in is that they figured out the formula. And I already done taught the formula. You gotta be the type of guy that is literally emotionally unavailable to a woman. Once you're emotionally unavailable to a woman, she's gonna always think about you, always be interested, always wanna know what's going on. And that's the way a lot of guys move in these streets. They're not hitting her up every time. They're not texting her good morning. They're not texting her at all. They just stay away. That's how they make the woman get hooked. In other words, you make yourself known, you make it known, you're assertive, you do what you gotta do to holler, get the number, it is what it is. Once you do that, you just distance yourself. You see her in the street, you just keep it moving. You just do what you gotta do. Be busy about your business. Why? Because you know what that's telling her? That she's not important. And when you make a woman feel that she's not important, she grows onto you. That's just the way it is, brothers. The guy that is all up under a woman's skirt all day is the guy that get placed in the friend zone. You understand? The guy that is about his business, he's not thinking about this woman all day. He's telling that woman, I got other options, I got other women, I got other business that I'm taking care of, and you are not important to me. Do you understand? And what that does, it makes the woman desire you even more. Now she want to text you. Now she want to call you. Why? Because in her mind, you must have another woman. You must have other options. But when you are all up under a woman, what you're telling her essentially is that you got no woman, you ain't getting no vagina, and that you are thirsty to get her vagina. And once a woman feel that you are operating like that, now they begin to play these foolish games of playing hard to get, ghosting, playing games. Why? Because they realize that no women ain't checking for you. And once a woman realizes that women in the neighborhood are not checking for you, she loses interest in you. That's just how it is, brothers. And women that may be in the clouds, they know what the hell I'm talking about. That's why these women got no man. Because they play games all day. And see, that was the method by which Tupac was operating under. He had Jada hooked on him. He did a little bit of stuff. He acted like a nice guy when it was need be, but he kept his distance. Gave her the D when she needed whatever, and then he kept it moving, made her starve a little bit. And it made her thirsty. It made her desire to the point where she fell in love. Not grown in love, she fell in love. Just like if you slip and you fall in mud. That is what happened with Jada. And after this man passed away, it made her love for him grow stronger. And because of that, she went off and got with Will, a guy who was most likely an incel, a guy who was not a thug, not a street guy like Tupac. Tupac wasn't even a street guy. Tupac was a so-called nice guy. Again, if you watch that video with the young Tupac talking about how when he tried to talk to women back in the day, and they were like, you're acting too nice or you're just too nice, it showed him something. He learned the truth that women typically are not into nice guys. They're not. They say they want a nice guy, but really they don't. They don't want a nice guy. They want a guy that's going to take advantage of them. They want a guy that's going to use them. They want a guy that's going to abuse them. These are the type of guys that modern women love and appreciate. Don't let none of them fool you, brothers. Women love toxic men. If you look at all of their relationships, every single woman in the clouds, every woman that may pop up in the chat, all of them have a toxic guy. There's no time to sugarcoat nothing no more, man. Women love toxic, wicked men. They love those guys. They love going through depression. They love the anxiety. They love going through the heartache and pain. They love getting up at the middle of the night, looking through cell phones and going crazy and crying and arguing and then having breakup sex. Because they love toxicity. They love wicked men. You understand? So what does all of this mean? Well, I'm glad you asked that question. Let's take a look at the Willow Smith letter to Tupac, because this is very interesting. It says a lot. Let's take a look at this. According to this particular letter here, it goes as follows. Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. Wow. Imagine as a grown man, you got a daughter and your daughter is writing a letter to a dead man, begging him to come back to make mommy happy. Not only to make mommy happy, but to make her happy. which means your daughter would rather have another man in the house to make her happy. But yet, Will Smith is still married to Jada Pinkett Smith. Really. See, the divorce would have happened when that letter would have came out, fam. Not only that, it would have been a problem with him and his kids. Because see, when your daughter can write a letter like that, fam, she don't love you. She don't love you at all. You know? She don't have no respect for you. None whatsoever, man. You know, just imagine, bro, that you got a daughter. And you know, typically daughters love their fathers more. You know? Typically a daughter is supposed to love her father. But in this case, his own flesh and blood is crying out for another man to come back to his mom, which basically says this, that Willow would rather Tupac be her father. You see that? She said, I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. You know why she feel that way? Because Jada was walking around that house all day long talking about Tupac every single time Will wasn't in that house. So now Willow is damaged goods. Now she don't have no respect or love for her father because she's begging another man to come in the house. She said, can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me can be happy? Wow. See, at that point, Willow would have had to go, fam. I'm keeping it a buck. I know a lot of y'all out there, y'all may have a problem with that, but at that point, daughter or no daughter, she gots to go because that is the ultimate level of disrespect. You understand? She gotta go at that point. You know? Shout out to the real Israel 144. He said, I'd disown my daughter. Facts. She gotta go. See, a lot of you out there, you're too forgiving. You're too forgiving of stuff. If your own flesh and blood daughter wrote a letter like this, and some would say, oh, she was a little kid, she was this and that, and all this other drama. No. You have to understand, fam, that this goes deep. Because that means that the transgressions and the sins of Jada is actually in the bloodline of her own daughter. That means that the daughter is working against Will. And if you really think about it, when it comes to all of this round table stuff, you always see Willow Smith there with the mom and the grandma. You always see them there. So she always been in the conversations. So she knows all the dirt. Jada probably told Willow how much she loves Pac, how he make her feel, all of that type of stuff. She probably sat Willow down and said, look, man, I really wish that Tupac was your father. I really wish that he was here. He was the best. And she programmed Willow to hate her own father. That woman right there did this because of her love for Tupac. Again, just in case you're joining in, Tupac was the one who popped her cherry, broke her in. And that's why she's hooked on him. And see, brothers, I keep telling you this, fam. You get with a woman and she been around, you know, she did her thing in these streets. Her chances of loving you, fam, is very slim. Very, very slim. This is why I talk about body count. A lot of women, they get in their feelings when I talk about this, but it's real. Y'all be thinking that a lot of these women love you. They don't. They'll be with you because you pay the bills. You know what I'm saying? You provide some D. Whatever the case is, it's convenient. But at the end of the day, when it comes to truly loving you from the heart, nah, fam, they don't love you, man. They love their baby daddy. Brothers, y'all gotta listen when I'm telling you this, man. I am telling you the truth. A woman can get with you. You have to understand the dynamics of a woman, fam. A woman can get with you, right? Live with you in your house. You know, have kids with you, whatever the case is. She's gonna always have that love for that baby daddy. Even if that baby daddy was no good. Brothers, it's something, listen, something happens when a woman have children for a man. You understand? Something happens when women have children from a man. Something happens when a woman get her cherry popped the first time from a man and she truly liked him. You gotta understand what I said. I gotta always make myself clear when I say this. Because a lot of women lose their virginity to a man that was no good and she don't really love him. What I'm talking about is a woman that lost her virginity and the guy that she was with was the type of guy that she really wanted to be with. That woman gonna be madly in love with that man forever. That's just the way it is. You will never be able to outdo that brother, no matter what you do. You can buy her roses, you can take her out to dinner every day, you can buy her clothes, shoes, get her hair done, massage her, you can do anything you want. None of that will outdo how she feel about that man. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if that guy is short, tall, fat, skinny, it doesn't matter. That was the first guy that popped her cherry, and the way she felt when she was in his arms, you can never take that away. You can never outdo that. I don't care how much of a guy you think you is in terms of, well, my bedroom game is X, Y, and Z, bro. It doesn't matter what you think. That other brother have his mark on that woman. You understand? You see? So now Willow is gonna grow up to be worse than her mom. She's gonna go out there with that same poison. Notice the letter again. I know you are alive somewhere. Why would Willow say, I know you are alive somewhere? Because the mom programmed that in her mind. Her mom programmed that in her mind that there's a possibility that Tupac is still alive. Y'all remember all the rumors from back in the day? Machiavelli, faking death. Everybody thought, even till this day, there's people that believe that Pac is still alive somewhere, just kind of chilling. The reason why Willow thought that way is because her mom told her that Pac is still alive. Can you please come back? Can you come back so mommy and me could be happy, which imply that Jada is not happy with Will. I told you, fam. I told you, brothers and sisters, that Jada is not in love with Will Smith. She don't love that brother. And right now in the news, word is circulating that Jada is not happy with the fact that Will did what he did at the Oscars. Why? Because of all the bad press. You see? Willow said, I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow. When was the last time she wrote a letter like that to her own father? When was the last time? You see? It's sad, man. Really sad situation, but you know, there's scripture in the Bible that talks about this, man. Because a lot of people, they hate the truth, they hate the scriptures. they don't accept it because for whatever reason they want to live out here in this world and dance with the devil. And then when things go crazy, you know, they want to come back to the Most High crying, talking about they want forgiveness and X, Y, and Z. But there's scripture for this thing, fam. According to the Bible, Isaiah chapter 3, verse 12, it says, "As for my people, children are their oppressors, and women rule over them. O my people, they which lead thee cause thee to err, and destroy the way of thy path." You see, children are their oppressors. Your children are your oppressors. When you look at the children today, the youth, they're the ones killing each other. When you look at every gun violence in predominantly black neighborhoods, you see young black men killing each other. You don't see the white man. You see young black men. Because the children are their oppressors. The children in all the inner city ghettos, all the projects, doesn't matter where you are, wherever there is black youth, you could be in the suburbs too, and they're killing one another. It doesn't matter whether you're in the country, in the city, wherever there is predominantly black people. The children are their oppressors. The youth, the young teenagers, they're the ones wilding out. The young girls are vicious savages. Children are their oppressors. And guess what? And women rule over them. Women. Single mothers, they're the ones that's ruling over them. Women. Women are ruling these households. And because of this is why Willow is writing this letter. Because women are ruling over them. You see, in Will Smith's house, Jada Pinkett Smith ruled that house. You see? And for a lot of you brothers, you may be with a woman right now that is ruling over you. Because you're spineless. Because you don't have no authority. You don't know how to lead. You don't know how to do what you need to do as a man. Because her vagina got control over you. See, this is the problem with a lot of you brothers. You let women control you with their vagina. And see, women like Jada have a spell on Will. Because she's into a lot of stuff. She's into the tarot cards. She's into witchcraft, sorcery. She's into all of that type of stuff. You understand? Most of our women are into a lot of different practices. They're into Buddhism. Believe it or not, brothers, if you see a lot of our women with Buddha statues and other things all up in their house, please leave these women alone. Please go your way. Because a lot of our women embrace these things. They embrace it, fam. And it's not a good look on you. Because they're going to control you with spells. People, listen, you got women out there that put spells on their vagina. So that when a man enter them, the man will be locked. Weird stuff be going on, fam. You got women that go to certain places to get card readings to see how they can keep a man on lock. They buy spell books, putting spells in their house, writings on their wall, symbolism all over here. They put things under their mattress so that when you lay on the mattress, right, the spell and the symbolism and the satanic things that they have under their mattress somehow will place a spell on you to keep you locked to them. These are things that women practice, brothers. You got to understand the dark arts that goes on in these streets. A lot of them don't tell you this, but a lot of women do this. And a lot of these women are very attractive. See, that's the thing that a lot of you brothers, you get involved with a woman. She looked good from head to toe. She looked very, very beautiful. In most cases, I can't blame you that you got hooked up with her. What you need to understand is that you got to know where she come from. You got to know her background. Why such a beautiful woman like her is single? Why? How long she been single? Why is it that every guy that ever been with her left? What really is good? What's going on with this woman? See, Jada was already damaged goods when she got with Tupac. I mean, with Will Smith. She was already damaged. Will took her in when her spirit was already done tainted. So there was nothing Will can do to change that. Her heart was already fixed on Tupac. And a lot of you brothers, you try to come in to be the new guy when this woman is still hurting. Listen, brothers, if you get with a woman and she just got out of a breakup with a man, right? That was her baby father, whatever the case is, she's never gonna love you, fam. She's just vulnerable at that time. So she may give you some play, she may holler, she may talk, she may have conversations with you, but the minute that guy call her back and say, hey baby, you know what I'm saying? I've been missing you. We've been away for about 2 weeks, 3 weeks, you know what I'm saying? Could we get back together? I apologize. She's gonna forget about you. She's gonna forget about you like it was nothing. She's gonna literally forget about you, block your phone number, and walk right past you in the street as if though she didn't know you. Women do these things, brothers. Trust and believe, I witnessed this with my own eyes, fam. A woman will ignore you as if though she never knew you. Why? Because you were just that guy that she used to build back up her insecurities and her emotions. And now that she's built back up, her baby daddy called her back into the picture, summoned her spirit, and then she come running right back to him only to be abused again. Why? Because they love toxic men. They loved them. Tupac didn't want to marry this woman. He didn't want to marry her, but he sure enough took her spirit. And because of that, she have been living a lie the whole time. Imagine living with a woman for years and she never loved you. And not only that, your own children don't love you. Your own children, man. Your own daughter don't love you, fam. Let me tell you something, brothers. When you have daughters, they supposed to have a greater connection onto you. Your daughters. Daughters typically love their fathers deeply. You understand? Because he's the first man in her life. That's the example of what she needs to look for in terms of a husband, is who her father is. But when we look at Willow, she's in love with Tupac. She wants Tupac to make her and mommy happy, because mommy kept crying around the house when Will Smith wasn't in the house. Mommy kept crying, and the daughter kept asking her, Mommy, what's the matter? Mommy, why you crying? Mommy, what's the matter? And the mom says, it's Tupac. I love Tupac. Who is Tupac, mommy? Who is Tupac? I wouldn't be surprised if Jada told Willow that Tupac is really your father. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. Because, you know, women love to tell their children that their father never loved them and he's not your daddy and all this other junk. I would be surprised if Jada told Willow that Tupac is really your father. Sad, right? But that's what goes on. That's what goes on in these streets, man. And it's a shame. It's a shame to have children, and your own children is against you. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. When your own children don't love you, they don't respect you, but yet you're taking care of them. And I can guarantee you, even till today, Willow Smith don't even love her father. She don't love him. She don't love him at all, because she done been trained by mommy to disrespect her father. And brothers, a lot of you brothers out there in the clouds, in the chat, you may have a baby mama that is training up your children to hate you. You know, you're trying to do the right thing, trying to be there for your kids, but They don't love or respect you because your baby mama keep telling these kids that you're no good. And that's what's going on in these streets, fam. Jada Pinkett. Very, very wicked woman, man. Very, very wicked, man. She destroyed Will Smith. And now his career is falling apart right before his eyes. He's being canceled here and there. Upcoming movies are being canceled. Different projects is being canceled. Everybody is getting ready to cancel him because of his actions. And this is why, brothers, you got to understand having certain women in your life can really affect you, man. You get with a woman, you got to really vet who this woman is. And see, this is why, brothers, you got to stop focusing on getting some box from these women. You really got to focus on finding out who this woman is, man. We got to get back to the basics, brothers. Like, we really do. You know? You got to get back to the basics, man. You meet a woman. I understand she look good. I understand you want to smash. That's how it is, man. As men, when we see a woman we like, we're going to be sexually attracted. That's how it all starts. But before you go down that path, you got to get to know who this woman is. You got to get to know her mind. Don't take her out on no dinner dates ever. Don't ever do that. A woman is supposed to cook for you, bro. Don't make no woman feel that it's your job because you just met her, that your job is to take her out. No. My job is to get to know you. Find out what's good, what's going on with your spirit. I need to know your background. I need to know where you came from, what's going on, how many demons you got, what's your body count. I need to know all of this. You understand? I need to know. It's very, very important. You see? It's very, very important. Because if you don't, you're going to end up just like this. You're going to end up just like this. Somebody asks, have you seen that sister who did a rap song about Will? No. I can't see everything. If you got info, send it to my DMs on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. Anytime you got any information, videos you may think that I should react to, send the information to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw, because I'm not omnipresent. I can't see everything at every time. I'm busy. I'm doing multiple different things. Also, if you're a person that's using Facebook, don't send me no Facebook links. I don't have no Facebook. So if you send me a Facebook link, I cannot click on nothing because I don't have no Facebook. I don't want no Facebook. Because I have a couple of people that keep sending me things from Facebook, and I can't even check the damn message because it's from Facebook. So stop sending me things from Facebook. You know what I mean? Package it up in a way where I can see it. Screenshot, send a link that's from another site or whatever the case is, or download it and upload it to another site. That's how you do business around here. So if you got any info, send it to my Instagram at Ringo TV Raw. I'm not everywhere at all times, watching the internet all day, waiting to see what happened. No, it's you people that are out there in the world seeing things. So if you see something that's interesting, send it to my Instagram. It's that simple. Right? Let me see. Yeah, so dealing with women, brothers, man, you got to really get to know them, man. We got to get back to the basics. Take a walk in the park with a sister, you know, chill out by the damn benches and just talk, have a conversation. Find out what's going on with her. Talk about yourself. Stop being so quick to smash. Stop being so quick to get in her pants. Because see, bro, if you're not trying to wife this sister up, you shouldn't even be wasting your time trying to smash. Like literally, man. If you're not trying to wife this woman up, stop trying to smash. Stop. Because you're setting yourself up, bro. I mean, you out here trying to smash a woman that got a pile of demons. You see? She got a pile of demons on her, but you're trying to smash. Just leave her alone. You know? Leave her alone. Because if not, you're going to end up getting one of these women pregnant. You know? Well, yeah, women do lie about their body count, but, you know, they could lie all they want. I could tell a woman's body count. She don't even have to tell me nothing. See, here's the thing, fam. And I don't know why men don't have this ability where you just know. But as a man, you're supposed to know where a woman came from just by looking in her eyes, man. A woman's eyes don't lie. You could look into a woman's eye and see her entire body count right through her eyes. She can't hide that, man. And I'm talking about mature brothers that are seasoned, that understand women. They could just look at a woman and they can know. A woman's eye holds the baggage of her past. A woman's eyes hold the baggage of her past. The hurts, the pains, the bodies, it's all in her eyes, fam. All you gotta do is look into them and see. She can't hide it. The Most High put a sign on women for you to know. You could just look at a woman and know she's been around the corner. And then you could look at a woman and you could just know this woman is pure, this woman don't be around. I could tell she's a homebody. She be in the house a lot. She don't really go out nowhere. You could just tell she's a good girl. You know, she just behaves herself. She ain't out there in the streets. But then you could look at women and you could just know they're loose. They're all over the streets. You see? I don't know why brothers can't see that. In most cases, you don't even have to ask a woman, what's your body count? She's gonna never tell you. No woman gonna tell you. Why would they tell you that? They don't want to mess up their chances. They ain't gonna tell you, oh, 80 guys. They ain't gonna tell you that. But you could just look at a woman and you can know. Also, you can know by the pure fact of how she's treating you. When a woman is having a difficult time connecting with you, when you're trying to get to know her, when you're trying to pair bond with her, and it's difficult for her to connect to you, and it's like you're trying and doing this and doing that, and it's like she's not connecting, that is a sign that that woman's walls have been violated multiple times, to the point that she's not thinking about you. There's another guy on her mind. Brothers, you better listen to what I just said. You better listen to what I just said, brothers. If you meet a woman, she gave you her number, she's talking to you, you hollering at her, everything seems to be cool. But for whatever reason, she's not connecting to you. She claims she likes you. She claims she thinks you're handsome. She claims all these different claims, but she's not connecting to you. It's because she's already connected to another man. She is. You got some women out there that they're connected to another brother and they're trying to cheat. So they're thinking, let me try that with you. But they're having a difficult time cheating with you because they're still connected to that other man. Have you brothers ever been in a situation like that? Where you're with a woman, you know that she said she's single, blah, 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 recently had a breakup, whatever the case is. But it's like she's not really showing any interest towards you back. She's showing just a little bit, but not a lot. And you find yourself being more interested. Once you realize that you are showing too much interest and she's not giving you nothing in return, that's when you know, brothers, that her body count is high, bro. It's not that she's not feeling you. It's just that she can't pair bond with you. She have too many bodies. She been around the block too many times. You don't even have to ask her about her body count. When a woman really like you, bro, you don't gotta do nothing to impress her. When a woman really like you, bro, and she's attracted to you, bro, she's gonna be calling you. She's gonna be texting you. Listen, bro, when you meet a woman that truly is interested in you, you don't have to ask her to send you a photo. She's gonna send you a photo because she want you to see her. She want to advertise herself to you because she really is interested in you. She's gonna want to hook up with you. Why? Because she like you. You don't have to do all this extra work, bro. And this is where a lot of brothers mess up. See, when Will got with Jada, it wasn't like that. He was the one that was pushing up. He was the one that was doing everything. And because she had a desire to be married, she just got with him. Because Tupac wasn't trying to marry her. You see? And there's a lot of women out here that will get with a guy that they don't love. They'll have kids with him even though they don't love him. But deep down inside, anytime she has sex with him, she's thinking about the other man. Serious, man. Happens all the time, man. A lot of you brothers may be with a woman right now, man. And while you hitting it from the back, that woman is imagining the other dude that she really love. Bruh. These are facts, man. They not gonna tell you these things, fam. They not gonna tell you this. They close their eyes and they imagine the other man. A lot of women, fam, they hold dark secrets. They say a woman's heart is like a buried treasure. It's full of secrets, fam, of the unknown that you brothers will never know. And you know, a lot of times you hear women talking about D-size matter and all of this other junk. Brothers, none of that matters. Don't ever get caught up in the does D-size matter. None of that stuff matters with a woman. When a woman is in love with a man, it doesn't matter what his D-size is. This is why us brothers, we get deceived into thinking if I could just give her the D, she's gonna respect me and X, Y, and Z. No, bro, it's not. The guy that she's in love with may not even be all that in the bedroom, but it's just something about him that got her hooked. This is where you brothers are missing the point. Y'all doing all this extra work trying to impress a woman, fam. When a woman like you, she's gonna ride with you no matter even if you're broke, fam. Bruh, even if you're broke, even if you got no money, even if you got no clothes, even if you don't got fly shoes, when a woman truly loves you from the heart, fam, she gonna rock with you no matter what. So all you brothers out here tricking on women, paying for this, paying for that, doing all of this mess, you gotta understand none of that stuff matters. You wasting your dollars, fam. You wasting your money. There are dudes out here that don't make no money and got fly sisters. There's dudes out here that got no job, make no money, and they're living inside of the house of a woman that got a fly crib. You understand? She don't mind the brother living in her house because she really loved this dude. We'll look at the dude as a bum. You know what I mean? He got no job. He's not an entrepreneur. He's not trying to hustle, make no money, nothing. This guy he's just there. But guess what she's doing? She's trying to build him up. She's trying to turn him into that man that she believes he's supposed to be. And she's rocking with him regardless of what the situation is. A lot of you know women like that. And you look at this situation, you're like, bruh, how you get a woman like that? Have you ever seen a sister like that? Beautiful. Sister is banging, man. I'm talking about this woman is gorgeous. And she's with a bum. A guy that got nothing popping. And you're looking at the situation like, bruh, here I am, a hardworking man, stay out of trouble, got no prison records. I'm not out here hustling, slinging rocks, doing none of this stuff. Why I don't got a woman like that? It makes you brothers frustrated. Well, that's exactly how Tupac felt when he was a young brother. And he decided to be a part of the streets. You see that? That's why. And it's sad, man. The worst thing, man, is your own children are against you. This is proof. right here, that Will Smith's daughter don't love him either. What a shame. When your own daughter don't love you. The Willow Smith letter. Wow. I may have to retitle this whole video. When your own daughter don't love you. The Willow Smith letter. Man. She said, "Dear Tupac, I know you are alive someplace. I think that my mommy really misses you. Can you please come back? Can you come back to mommy and me? Can you please come back so mommy and me can be happy? I wish you were here. I really do. Love, Willow." You see that? That's the intensity of that letter. When your own daughter don't love you. The Willow Smith letter. Shout out to everybody that came through to the show, man. Appreciate everybody coming through. You already done know what it is. The Willow Smith letter to Tupac. And what it really mean. It really mean that your own daughter don't love you. When your daughter don't love you. The Willow Smith letter to Tupac. What a shame. When will Will Smith realize that he needs to file for divorce? When? What is it gonna take? Is he gonna go through a mental breakdown? Is he gonna end up having a heart attack? Are we gonna hear news that Will Smith's body was found somewhere? What's gonna be the outcome due to all of this drama? Wow. When your own daughter don't love you. The Willow Smith letter. Shout out to everybody that joined the show this morning. I appreciate you. It's Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube for reactionary videos, truth, commentary, and criticism on various topics. When your own daughter don't love you, the Willow Smith letter to Tupac. Shout out to JB for the Cash App. Well, not the Cash App, the Super Chat. Appreciate that support. I'm gonna catch you in the next video. Let me see. I'm gonna probably do another video after this one. So, to all that are in the clouds, if you stick around for a bit, I'm gonna come right back on with another one in about 15 minutes. And then I gotta get back to work, doing some work in my studio, hanging some bass traps from the ceiling. And I gotta move all my equipment to make sure that, nothing don't, you know how it goes when you're working in these things, man. So that being said, y'all, thanks a lot for coming through early this morning. We'll be back on in about 20 minutes with another one. It's Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube for reactionary videos. When your own daughter don't love you, the Willow Smith letter. It's Black Male Advice TV, the best channel on YouTube, hands down. Make sure you subscribe today. Click the like button. Also click the notification bell for more content. And that being said, fam, I'll catch you in the next stream. I'm out, fam. Peace.
If you like our content, consider supporting via Cash App at $Ringo TV Raw. Become a patron on patreon.com for exclusive video content not shown on YouTube. You could also support through PayPal at paypal.me/Ringo TV Raw. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell to be notified of new content. Follow me on Instagram at Ringo TV Raw.
This is Black Male Advice TV, the only channel on YouTube bringing you the truth 100%